Hello guys. Now we are going to use this element. You see, this is a Bluetooth device. Actually, this is the Bluetooth antenna, and here is the electronics needed to control all this uh, communication protocol. So, we are going to use this to control a LED only for this challenge, and later we are going to use this to control the car. So if we check the text behind the Bluetooth device, we will see, okay, let me improve the focus so you will be able to see. That's it. So you see we have several connections, right? We have RX and TX. And if we remember, when we were working with serial communication, we used RX as a reception and TX as transmission. So indeed, this antenna is going to send the Bluetooth signal and it's going to receive the Bluetooth signal, and then the electronic devices in here are going to convert this signal into a serial protocol signal. So we are going to get a reception data and transmission data. Okay. Also, we have GND and VCC. And if we remember, GND it's the contraction for ground, and of course we are going to connect that pin into ground. And also VCC it's the power supply. Yes, and we can see that the power supply can be from 3.6 volts to 6 volts. So if we connect this element into the 5 volts pins of my Arduino, then it's okay. This is going to work, right? And now I have this enable pin. This enable pin is used to change the working operation mode for this element. This element can be configured. We can change the velocity of communication. We can change the way this works. We can change a lot of these elements uh, behavior. And for that, we use whether this pin EN that stands for enable, or we can use this little button. Okay. So for this, for now, we are not going to change anything from this element. So don't worry, you don't need to connect this to anything. You can leave it without connection, and that's okay. If you want to be sure, you can connect this to ground, and it's the same. There is no problem, right? And finally, we have the state connection. This state connection it's a signal that it can be used to check if my Bluetooth is connected or not. Actually, here is a little LED that is going to turn on and turn off depending on the connection state of this element. So the same signal that is used to turn on and turn off this LED, it's the same signal that is sent to this pin. So we can use this pin to check if my Bluetooth device is connected or not connected. We can use it. Actually, on my design, we didn't use it, so it's okay. And now, the first thing I want to check is that my Bluetooth element is going to be able to connect with my controller. In this case, my controller is going to be my cell phone. If you remember, we learned how to use the Bluetooth port of my cell phone on a MIT App Inventor. So we are going to use that knowledge to send the data from my cell phone Bluetooth to this element Bluetooth. So first of all, I need to check if this element is going to be able to connect with my cell phone. Okay? So first of all, This element, and actually almost any Bluetooth element, is not going to connect with the mm, iPhone telephones, iPhone devices. We know we have a problem with iPhones. Even if we are not going to use App Inventor, we cannot, or it's really hard to connect the iPhone with this element. So first we need an Android cell phone, right? Now I need to check if this element is going to connect with my cell phone. So for this, it's really easy. We are only going to provide power to the antenna, and then with that we are going to be able to check if my element is available on my cell phone to connect. So I'm going to add a female connectors to BCC and GND. Okay, and of course BCC goes to 5 volts connection in my Arduino card, and the green one, that is GND, goes for GND. And that's it, really easy. That's all I need to do, correct? Now let me improve this. That's it. I need to provide power to my circuit, and as you can see I got this flash LED. So this means that my element is working. Okay, so check the frequency of this LED, because check there is a difference, and I want you to check it only for you to know how this works. Actually, you are not going to use this uh, for this challenge, or actually for you're not going to use it, never. So look at this. You see, it was like once per second, and now I'm going to push this button, provide power, and check the frequency. Oh, this is really hard actually, and that's it. So you see the frequency. It takes a little bit longer to turn on. You see? Let's count. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. About 3 seconds, okay? So that's the difference. Now let's see it again. 1, 1. You see, it's faster. So this is the way it has to turn on. The previous state was because I entered to the programming mode. We are not going to use the programming mode, so this is the way this has to be working. And now with this we only need to access to the Bluetooth section of my cell phone. If you can see this, it's really easy. We select the Bluetooth option and we get in here, we activate the Bluetooth, and then we start looking for the Bluetooth elements. So in here, the HC5 or any new element should appear, and then if you can connect, that's it. You are going to be able to use this element, right? So that's all I wanted to show you right now.